Everyone
If you
register to
can.
vote.
Yeah, we're recording?
Yeah, we are, but we haven't actually started yet,
no.
really.
We haven't really
Okay,
started.
well, I guess starting with definitely go vote.
Go vote. If you are an American and you are 18 years of age or older, make sure to register. Make sure to vote. Super important.
Make sure the
This
people
is a
around you
very
vote.
important election, fellas.
Make sure
And if you
everyone is
aren't,
supportive.
be nice to us. We're having a hard time.
If you're not American, take pity. Oh, but at least, you can distract yourself a little bit with the Halloween season. At least I
That's
like
true.
to do it.
Jack and I have already decorated our apartment.
And of course, we are going to be doing a month of spooky artwork stuff
Oh,
here.
Oh!
Oh no, Jane!
that's
Jane was all that remained.
That was so scary.
Oh my god, her ears are bleeding.
If you guys want a video of us just playing Among Us and nothing else, let me know because I would love to do that.
I would love to do
We
that
should
too.
just do
We
that,
could
I guess.
stream it. Okay, what are we doing today since we've talked about 3 or 4 other things, I think.
Oh, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about the movie Plan 9.
No, no.
Okay, well, what is scarier? Think about it. What is scarier than having a committed relationship and starting a family? Nothing. So that's why today we are shipping monsters and drawing their children.
Oh,
Well, I guess now that you put it that way, actually, I see the merit in Hotel Transylvania. I actually get it now. Yeah, I'd like to just stress how impromptu this whole idea was. Like, we had a very loose idea for a drawing game that we wanted to do with the whole crew and like Halloween themed, and we were thinking about maybe doing the SCP thing that we did. Is that 2? Oh my god, that was 2 years ago.
I
2
don't
years
know
ago.
how time is moving this year.
Last year. No, that was last year.
Was it?
I don't think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was,
I feel
at,
like-
it was at our old apartment.
Well, anyway, on the spot, Ailish was like, "Hey, what if we just message the Discord and ask them to ship 2 like classic movie monsters together, and we'll draw their love children?"
Yeah, Ailish was afraid to say that she ships Frankenstein and Casper the Friendly Ghost, so she made someone else say it. Wait, Frankenstein's monster, I mean. Please don't make fun of me in the comments.
Yeah,
It's
actually,
Frankenstein's
you're
monster.
over.
It's Frankenstein's
Canceled.
monster.
You're
that
destroyed.
is actually. All right, so let's sink our teeth into it.
Okay,
Let's,
like a candy apple.
I really like Super Saiyan Skeleton Nick. I just.
I'm going Super Saiyan. It's awesome. The fans are.
Pissed that I'm drawing on my tablet, but it's like response is really slow, so there's not a lot of control.
This is gonna yield some
I don't
very
like
interesting
drawing.
drawings.
Like I'm a babe.
I like how
Uh,
Franny doesn't have a costume because she's scary enough.
Ah!
Whoops, I peed.
Okay.
I guess.
I like that we all have our couples written at the top and then Ailish with a smiley face.
Who do I ship myself with?
Wasn't that a
No.
question in our last Q&A? Wasn't it like, which monster do you want to bang?
I think it was.
I feel like you had
I
a
don't know.
very ready answer, Ailish.
Well, I said like a siren or like a mermaid because that's just on brand.
Well, I just realized that there's a lot of potential in actually making these characters babies.
I was
Are they
wondering
gonna
if I
be
should do
babies?
that.
I don't know. I just realized that they could be babies.
There are 29 notifications on the Subjectively Discord.
They're
What?
all suggestions. They're all suggestions saying, "Oh, Ailish, I have a good one. Porygon X Ailish." I'll take this moment to ask whoever put Porygon X Mothra in the Discord as a suggestion for this. Their thoughts behind why Porygon is a classic movie monster. I'm not refuting this statement. I'm curious. I'd like to hear your testimony.
So, I'm thinking about the Baba Yaga and the Basilisk. And the Baba Yaga, I've had a lot of experience with. She's been welcomed into my home
That's true.
a surprising number of times.
The home has
Because
been in your home.
my dear friend Jamie of Jamie the Simmer, he made a lot of puppets while we were in art school. Jamie and I majored in painting together, and a lot of his painting practice took him to puppetry, especially as it pertains to hags of historical note, we'll say. And especially the Baba Yaga, because she had a chicken house. And so we made a puppet of the Baba Yaga. She lived in my apartment, but our apartment was crazy small because we went to school in Boston. Rent in Boston is insane. So my first apartment, I had 4 roommates, so it was 5 of us, and we were in a 1-bedroom split because that was the only thing we could afford at the time.
This is true horror.
Then it became 5
That
roommates.
is some scary shit.
Because the Baba Yaga moved in. And she was a pretty big puppet.
She was like the size of a house.
Bigger than Franny, smaller than Panko, and she terrified me.
Oh my god.
Because we had it, well, at one point, to be fair, we did have Baba Yaga hanging like Christ on the cross.
My family has had, I don't know how long, it looks like it's from like the 30s. It's this really creepy witch. It's all crinkly and it's like flaking, and she's got this little hook nose and these big white eyes, and she's hooded. She's wearing a cloak, and she's got her arms spread out and these gnarled, decrepit looking fingers. She's got this actual like mesh like cloak kind of thing, but she doesn't have a lower half. And if you like lift her cloak, she doesn't have like a body or anything. She just has a rib cage, like this black styrofoam rib cage that you could like prop up on things. And I don't know where the fuck my mom got this or how long she's had it, but that always really scared me when I was a kid.
I think we should just go back to ye olden times of mean-spirited prank and genuine horror Halloween.
Cool.
I want to go back to dressing up as Green Goblin and Spider-Man for the same Halloween, because that was definitely my peak.
You're just at the same time?
I wear the Green Goblin mask, but I was wearing the Spider-Man like fake buff suit. It was from the Sam Raimi movie.
Wow, what a statement.
So it was like the weird Willem Dafoe mask.
Was it like high quality? Like, was it awesome?
No, it was like a plastic mask.
I'm
It didn't go
picturing.
around my head. It had a string in the back.
Oh god, I wish you had pictures of that.
I know. It would have been so legendary.
I think my favorite Halloween costume, and I honestly might have talked about this before on one of our other Halloween videos, but I'll just say it again, was I was probably like, I was probably younger. I was probably like 8 or 9, and my mom got me this bat costume where like your arms were wings, and they were like, they had these like all these little glitter shit in the wings, so they were like sparkly, and I really liked that because it had applications even outside of Halloween where I could then pretend that I was a dragon, like just playing around the house, or like, you know, I could just be like some sort of cloaked vampire thing, because like the wings were long enough when I was 9 years old that like they like all the way fell to the floor. And that was probably my favorite Halloween costume, and my mom might still have it.
I think my favorite Halloween costume was the only time I did like a themed costume with someone else, with my sister, and I was a white mage from
You were actually a white
Final
mage?
Fantasy, and she was a black mage from Final Fantasy.
Cute.
So that was
Homemade
like last year, right?
costumes. Wow, I don't know when it was.
When you say white mage and black mage, you mean like the cute chibi ones from the
Yeah,
early
like
Final Fantasy
they were
games?
homemade costumes. I just had like a white cloak that my mom sewed into a hood, and then we cut out felt red triangles and just glued them on in the pattern. And then the white mage also, I think, has like pointed kind of implied ears, and then the black mage has a really big hat, which we just found a felt hat from Michael's, probably. I don't know what I'm doing here with the Baba Yaga / Basilisk.
I'm really disappointed in you.
I'm just making a buff babe with claws and ears.
That's sick. I see remnants of the Shyvana rework in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making mine a baby. I don't know if anyone else is, but I'm making mine
No.
a baby.
But if this is a baby,
There was also the Halloween where I was, speaking of Final Fantasy, when I was really into Kingdom Hearts, and I had
Ooh.
2 like hardcore weeaboo friends who were dressing up as Organization 13 members for Halloween. And they were both only children, and their parents would pretty much buy them whatever they wanted. So they had like these really awesome, high budget, epic Organization 13 costumes. And I had to convince my mom to spend $15 on eBay to buy a wig that would best match, and now I can't remember his name, but he was for some reason I wanted to go as the guy with the eye patch and the ponytail. I don't even remember what his weapons looked like.
From Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah, from Organization 13.
Wow, I think that's like a really minor character.
Yeah, I don't know that guy's name.
Okay. Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, have you been talking this whole time? Ayla?
Yeah, my mic was muted, and I didn't do much. But okay, but listen. Jack was describing the really scary witch thing he has, and I said, "Is she single?" And Jack just kept talking, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I guess it wasn't funny."
Oh no! I'm sorry.
I don't know, Ailish. Maybe you're just not as funny as you think you are.
No, I don't. That's not possible.
So, Ailish, what was your favorite Halloween costume?
Yeah, Ailish, what was your favorite Halloween costume?
I've had a couple of good ones. So when I was younger, I made a pact to myself to never ever repeat the same Halloween costume ever.
It's important.
As a kid, I was a really, really, really cute Pikachu. When I was like 4 years old, my parents made the costume. They're both very proud of it. So maybe we can throw a picture of that up.
That is pretty precious.
I was very, very cute, and I think my dad was vaguely dressed up as Ash.
That's
also really cute.
Best mom.
So
Not this year.
should I have
Sad mom.
Should I have my character wearing a diaper?
No.
Yes. Jack, how are we gonna know? How are we gonna know they're a baby if they're not wearing
That's
a diaper?
exactly what I was thinking.
Has everyone dressed up as like an anime character at one point? Did we all do that when we were in
Can't
the
believe it,
days?
but
God. Okay, you know what I did?
Sexy
Oh
Goofy.
no.
What did you do?
Okay, my sexy Goofy was so
Oh,
good.
yeah.
It was good.
That was really good.
That's one of my favorites, but I wanted to try and think of something from when I was a kid, which didn't stand out. But here's one from when I was a teenager. So Hitalia, the anime about countries who are people, had they called it like Player 2, and it was like edgy versions of the countries. But there wasn't one for Canada, but Canada was who I cosplayed. So
Any particular reason, or
because it was relatable, because America was my favorite, obviously.
God
And
bless.
America and Canada are twins, and Canada was like the sweeter, nicer, more sensitive America, so I think that's why I went for Canada. And the bit is that like nobody remembers who Canada is, nobody cares about Canada because he's always overshadowed by America, so I wrote like the running gag was that someone would be like blah 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 Canada, and then someone else would be like who? So I wrote who in blood on my face, and
Holy shit.
Wow.
and I made like a bloody hockey stick, and I found a jacket that was like, it looked like the jacket America wore, so my costume was an implication that I went crazy and killed America. Yeah, Hitalia is fucking stupid, you guys.
I think my best Halloween costume was when I was probably about 8, and it was like, I didn't have a theme this year. I just walked into a Halloween store with my mom, and it was like, all right, go pick something out. And I picked out like a flail, like a mace, like a spiky ball on a chain, and a cloak and a chicken, like a rubber chicken head. Oh fuck! And I was just like an evil chicken, and it was
that
really
is
fun. It was the
so
most fun I've had in a long time. Yeah, because I was just running around, like, anonymously, like, swinging this mace. Like, no one really knew who I was. I was, like, at this, like, vague neighborhood party get-together with, like, you know, my parents had friends there. And it's just like, yeah, go run around. I was just, like, jumping off of, like, rocks and, like, rolling around in the grass.
Such a statement about society.
You really are the wild card, Jane. You always are.
So my concept looks like Amy Winehouse as a werewolf.
That's so sick.
That is
awesome.
super accurate.
It is very accurate.
I take it back.
Oh my god.
Amy.
That's so crazy. Claire, are you going with Basilisk like Harry Potter basilisk, where it's a giant snake.
Going with the
Basilisks
snake
are
one.
sometimes like bird monsters.
The ones in Dark Souls have like boob eyes.
Yeah,
Boobas?
oh yeah, they have
Boobas.
fake eyes and they curse you.
They do. They have boob eyes.
Can we talk about the time we showed Jack boobas?
Oh,
I bet we have, but yeah, that reduced him to tears for
I
a
bet it
good
did.
long time.
boobas.
Oh my god.
It doesn't get much better than that.
I wonder how expensive a boobah costume would be.
57.
Jack, don't say things like that when you have a YouTube
Dollars.
channel.
What's
You're
a
gonna get
boobah?
one sent to your house.
Isn't that big?
If someone wanted to send me a free boobah,
Can someone find our house? This is a challenge. Like,
you know,
can-
first buy
do
me
you guys
like,
know where
an
we live?
actual boobah costume, like one that they used on the set. Then find out where I live, send it to me, and then come over and take pictures of me with the boobah costume on.
I can't tell. Guys, Galarian Slowking, hot or not?
I like it.
I don't think you should use the word hot to describe Pokemon.
It doesn't
Okay,
like
okay.
sexy.
Smash your
I
path.
do. I do.
Slowking as it is right now, Cantonian Slowking, or no, Jotinian Slowking is like alright. So when I look at Galarian Slowking, it just feels like, okay, this is also alright.
Is there any new Galarian Pokemon, or is it just going to be?
Well, there are the
Slowking.
Galarian birds. There's Galarian Zapdos.
Yeah, I guess were there ones that weren't in the trailer like a year ago?
No, other than
I
they
don't
finally
think
revealed
so.
Slowking. I don't know if they're going to add more. Maybe they will.
Because the first DLC, the longer I've sat away from it, that nothing happened. That was
I agree.
lame.
It took me, like, I feel like I finished it really quickly and not much. I was really upset there wasn't a new battle mode other than, like,
That
a
was very
mono type
disappointing.
thing.
Yeah, I agree.
No.
I got on the hype train thinking there would be some sort of new thing to do, and there really wasn't.
No, it's just Pokemon follow you, which.
And there wasn't really new Pokemon.
No.
They should have just had the Pokemon follow you from the beginning and people would have lost their minds.
I think I have to concur with Nick. Also, just like the more I've been away from the game, I think in general, the more it's weird that they didn't have the full Pokedex and they didn't have certain features in it.
I definitely like Gen 7 better.
Yeah,
But I feel like part of that reason, like, it's the fastest I've ever played a Pokemon game, and I think that's what was upsetting to me, was that I was able to finish it in like a week.
And I don't have as big of a problem with the fact that they don't have something like the battle tree anymore. What my biggest gripe is that you can't use imported Pokemon from other games in online battles. You can only use
Really?
Pokemon that you have gotten from your copy of Sword or Shield. So, like, if I bring over some of my old Pokemon from Sun and Moon, I can't use them in online battles, like in the ranked battles. I can use them in non-ranked battles,
that's so weird.
but I don't know. I still don't really have a problem with any of the DLC or anything. I'm thinking of it in terms of like what the third edition of every game has added, so like Emerald
Yeah.
or Platinum, and really what they added was a little bit more story and then like another battle mechanic, which this did, and it added a few new Pokemon, it added a new area, which was pretty extensive, and it added a ton of new moves, which I really liked. Like, not just bringing back old moves, but adding completely new moves.
The new game, or whatever, the second part of the DLC has a thing that sounds really fun and like it would be challenging, where you do Dynamax adventures, I think, and then
fun.
yeah, you and 3 friends get rental Pokemon, and you do.
Oh,
the
it has
race.
to be rental Pokemon?
Yeah, so that way you can't
Wow.
just sweep.
I kind of like that.
This is a personal thing, but I like co-op in games like that, and I guess in a lot of games in general, and I was just so disappointed that they didn't have a mode of co-op other than raids, because raids are kind of cool, but it's like you press the same button over and over again, unless it's like the Mewtwo raid.
Yeah,
it's
they
very
should've done more of the
repetitive.
Mewtwo raids.
And more stuff like that.
And there's no like battle royale or contest or anything, and they took away the multi-battle version of the Doubletree, and the multi-battle online system is very hard to use. You can't match with someone to go
No, you
multi-battle
can't
with, it's
queue up.
random.
You can't queue up with another person, so you just have to hope that you get matched with the person you want, which will never happen.
So it's just like that's part of what feels very rushed.
No, I agree. I just think I definitely remember having a lot of fun with raids, doing raids with Cole and Jack and stuff early on. And then that was fun when we were playing and we were like level 20 in the game. And then after that, it kind of just, the raids
It's just so
lost
repetitive.
their luster pretty fast. Especially when it's like you don't, like there's no point in using stat moves. You just pick your Pokemon that is going to do a super effective move, you do it, that's it.
In the Mewtwo ones, you really did have to plan exactly what you were doing
Yeah.
and bring like the
Yeah, that
exact
was
right
challenging.
Pokemon, and like they should have something like that monthly instead of just rotating the
I don't
collecting.
know why they didn't do
side of it.
more. And then they did the Zorora thing, where I was like, oh, sweet, so they're going to be doing more of these mythical raids. But they didn't. After the Zorora, that was it. And they haven't done any new ones since. And that was really disappointing.
I really feel like another year of development would have helped a lot. Maybe I don't know. I'm not a game developer.
I would always, like, it doesn't even matter what it is. I would always give the people who know what they're doing more time than like ship out something no one really likes and everyone is sad about it. Like just in general.
Yeah. I mean, there are good things about the game too. It's just
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I still like Sword and Shield. I just didn't think the DLC was very, like, I was
I agree.
underwhelmed by
Yeah,
that.
I agree.
And I'm
with you.
thinking the next one is like the bigger one, where more
I
stuff
hope so.
happens.
I'm disappointed that they didn't have a trainer named Ailish in the I mean Ailish is the
late.
writers.
It's not too late.
And that's true.
That's true.
I do share a name with like some obscure actually British like JRPG style game. She's a princess with blue hair, so if I give my drawing blood, is that too scary?
I'm
Um,
scared.
Blood.
No, I was actually just about to give my baby blood rolling down its mouth.
Okay, cool. I didn't convey that he was a cannibal, but I feel like maybe some blood might help.
Because,
So I guess
because of that
I'm gonna
video.
say that angels can't reproduce, so instead of having a child, they like merged, and now they're a higher being.
Ailish, you could spend countless amounts of time researching fan fictions about whether or not angels can reproduce.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Supernatural, they're angels, right? Because
No, they're not angels.
Oh.
Only one of them is an angel.
I never watched Supernatural.
I didn't either. My dad has watched all of it.
I just think of Supernatural where like the two main characters are probably the most average looking men I could imagine, and then
Okay.
everyone thinks they're so hot.
They're
because-
so hot.
Let me look them up. I haven't seen them.
Oh, they
in a
are
I
while.
don't
pretty
think
average.
they're- I agree
It's
with
not,
Claire.
it's not 2012, so apologies.
Honestly, can't think.
This is the most creatively fulfilled I've felt in a long time, and I'm not exaggerating.
It looks cool. I'm surprised. You guys have such a mastery over the tools in this app, and I'm kind of struggling over here.
It's kind of like markers.
Yeah, Jack,
Um,
I get it too. Procreate spoils you.
I think that's what it is, because I'm on my iPad, so I'm like, I feel like I should have my dropper tool, and I feel like I should be able to filter through all my brushes and shit.
I'm feeling a little lost, but
Yours is really scary, Claire.
If you keep, I got lost conceptually too.
I'm just trying to decide if my
The little-
Dracula
the little
Cthulhu...
pumpkin. Tail.
Well, she's going trick or treating.
I think I'm pretty much...
Yeah, I'm done
fine.
too.
That is pretty sick.
I got a duel. Holy shit.
Is Ailish's
I'm-
illustration making you think of Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, it looks honest.
It does.
It does look like a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
It does.
There's like maybe, I don't know, 500 Yu-Gi-Oh cards that are just men wearing togas in that pose. So
I really like how Jane has canonically shifted hers from the Bride of Frankenstein to Amy Winehouse.
Nick, I would party so hard with your alien girl.
I love her.
I
She
really
looks like a
her
lot of
beautiful
fun.
I
skirt.
like that skirt.
Doesn't she look like she'd be a really good time? She'd be so
Yeah.
down to do whatever.
I think
Yeah.
that,
She'd be out of this world.
I mean, I don't want to generalize about little green men, but I feel like they have this association as party animals.
I get that. Yeah, this is I can't think of a joke, but some sort of fun with
That's a
LGM.
wrap.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
that's
wrap.
exactly what I was thinking.
All over,
Oh, Jack, that diaper.
Yeah, should I put like blood in his diapers?
No.
No.
Because I can't
All right,
tell it's a
guys.
vampire if there isn't.
That is
Happy
truly a wrap.
October.
All right, I guess that is a wrap.
All right.
Well, happy early Halloween, guys.
Happy October.
But yeah, we're gonna have more spooky stuff. Let us know if you guys want us to do more spooky drawing games, or if you just want to watch us play Among Us, because we'll stream that too.